What up, YouTube? AznPersuasion here, Team DKF, here with the deck profile from the Denver, Colorado Regionals, and I got 7th place. It was me, myself. Everyone's probably expecting me to say I was playing Lightsworn because of this card, probably. But in reality, I played this card, but I was not playing Lightsworn. I was playing SatellarKnights. So yeah, I threw a lot of people off. Normally when you see me at a regionals, they just assume immediately I'm playing Lightsworn after the past few months I've been playing it. So it was kind of cool seeing people's reactions when I just went helmet mode and went SatellarKnights. So I'm just going to go ahead and go to the profile. So got 7th place playing this deck. It was pretty cool. So I'm going to go into their profile and just show you guys what I was running. Alright, so let's see. First off, we got the 3 SatellarKnight Nukes. This guy sends your SatellarKnights besides himself. He gets your Call the Haunted live right away, so he's pretty good. And he's a beat stick, so that always helps. Next, we got the 3 revival card. We got the SatellarKnight Altair, revive it from the grave. Pretty much best card in the deck when you already have a Deneb in grave. So he's good. Self-explanatory. You gotta play a 3 Deneb. This guy searches anything but himself, so he gets your combos going and keeps it flowing for free. And the last 2 monsters in the deck, the 2 Vegas. Okay, Vega. But, yep, this guy is probably the worst card in the deck, but now with the new card in the extra deck, you guys probably playing this card. You're playing this card now, so you have a 2-card Trevor, which involves that guy if you have any of these other guys in your hand. So, pretty good. So, very few monsters. That's all for the monsters. And then we got Rhoda for the spells, because it searches your whole deck, so it's another monster. And in this build, I played triple Card of Demise. So this card pretty much lets you play the deck because you're going helmet mode and trying to set traps, and this lets you keep up with all the meta right now. So, yep, your deck's slower, but with this card, it makes your deck faster. So, draw 3 is pretty good. And speaking of draw cards, the only other spells you run are the Pot of Desires ×2 and the 1 Upstart to make it a 39 card deck. So that helps out. So these are the only draw cards the only spell cards you run are spell cards and Rhoda that draw. So you just draw and search. That's all you do. And now into the traps. Well, we run a lot of them because we're playing SatellarKnights, and that's how you win. So we got the 1 warning. That's pretty obvious. We got the 3 Solemn Strike. This really helps you in your Metaphor matchup and Pendulum stuff. We got the 3 Alpha, the card that lets you negate anything. Solemn Judgment, pretty good. So those are your counters. For traps that win games, that usually always win when you draw with this and any monster. You have Vanity, pretty good. This helps you beat Metaphors, Pendulums. Pretty much every deck right now plays spells, except for Paleozoics. So this card sucks against Paleozoics, but everything else it's good against. We got this card. I know this looks really stupid. 2 Phantom Knight Fogblade. Usually these be Phoenix Chain in the traditional builds, but with this deck, like, Phoenix Chain does absolutely nothing compared to what this card does. So worst case scenario, you can do this on your own monster. So say I opened up Vega a lot. So say you open Vega, and I opened this Fogblade. This literally kept me alive. This combo right here kept me alive for about 3 or 4 turns, and then I just triggered this back to my hand and then started going off and started beating him with it. So this card you put on your own monsters to protect yourself from dying. So this is better than Phoenix Chain. So it looks stupid, but play this instead of Phoenix Chain. Next, we got the triple call, obviously. Trevor with these continuous traps, pretty good. And only just 1 Oasis. Don't need more. I think 4 revival cards are plenty for SatellarKnights in a 40 card deck. And then like half your spells draw, so you don't need more. Traps that beat the meta right now. Triple Dimensional Barrier. Really good stun card, especially with SatellarKnights where you're just helmeting up. And then 2 other traps to round out the 40 cards are 2 Quaking Mirror Force. So yep, that's the deck, 40 cards. And now we're going to go into the extra deck. So this threw a lot of people off, but I just played Minerva. You just do it just because you don't really need a lot of extra deck stuff, but sometimes you can just summon this and just fool people for fun. And summon this and mill cards, and then making your Call the Haunted really live is kind of funny. So yeah, this card's pretty broken. Even though you don't get any draw cards off of this or pop cards, it's pretty cool. The Gusto Emerald, definitely need that. You need the Souk, the Castel, the Utopia package right there. And then you're pretty much going into the package where you always hit these cards. These are like the only cards you go in your extra deck 90% of the time. So, triple Ptolemize. This card makes the deck good. 2-card Trivers. So you just need a summon and a revive. And then you can make this and you can Triver them right away. Speaking of Triver, you run triple of it so that you can go off. So this card's pretty good. And you get to rip cards out of hand and it floats. It's just amazing. We got the 2 Deltaros. This deals with back row that's already on the field and scales and whatever else is there. And then the 1 Diamond, just in case you play like BA or you just want to rank this up to a big monster. It's pretty cool. Alright, so there's the extra deck. And then for side deck, we play 2 Mexies. Just in case you go second, which you probably will because you're playing Tellarknights and your opponent doesn't want to use that back row. So this is good. We got the 1 Thunder King. Just because. I honestly just played it because I like this card. I don't think it's amazing, this format, but summoning this with like 3 or 4 back rows is pretty good. Then we got the 2 Twin Twisters for back row hate, just in case someone decides to Decree. Instead of the 3rd Twin Twister, I decided to play the new card, Tellarknight Genesis. This card got me there. If you don't know what it does, it just targets or destroys spawn traps equal to the number of Tellarknight cards you control. So in the end phase, you like revive, call the Haunted Altair to the Neb. That's 2 in the end phase already, and then you can just pop 2 back row or scales, whatever. Then we got Raigeki, 2 system downs for ABC, and then you play this instead of Book of Eclipse because you can Triver this back. There was a lot of times where I Triver this back, it was amazing. So you play 2 Swords of Concealing Light. And then this is where it gets chinky. I'm just playing random traps because I like these traps. Soul Drain, Torrential Tribute. Actually, this card won me a lot of games. I'm not gonna lie, this card was amazing. People forgot about this. We got the Ring of Destruction, and for the last card, Compulse. I just cited more back row hates where Dimensional Barrier and like Anti-Spell didn't do anything. These cards would do stuff, so this wasn't too bad. But yeah, that's my deck profile from this past weekend, playing Tellarknights at Denver, Colorado Regionals. I guess I gotta call it Minerva Tellarknights. I guess. It's pretty cool. So yeah, guys, that's about it. I don't have much else to say. I guess a few shoutouts. Shoutouts to my friend James Sled for getting me these pink sleeves before the tournament. Made this deck the morning of, so I didn't have anything ready to go, no sleeves or anything, and he hooked it up with some sleeves. Shout out to the crew. We got Tori, we got Izzy, Jeremiah, everyone that went with me to this trip. It was pretty cool. And everyone in Denver, Colorado that I met, you guys are awesome. So that's pretty much it, guys. Team DKF signing out. Peace.